Dream just finally responded to every allegation, and surprisingly he did really well. Over the time on the platform, Dream has had countless controversies in the past. Stuff I have briefly gone over before on this channel, but he gives a new angle on certain situations. Not necessarily saying he was always in the right, but giving his side of the story, putting him in a brighter light. Dream frames the video going from least severe to most severe, so in respect to his video, I will frame it in the same way. He starts with the face leak photo that was going around with the alleged fat Dream picture, and he denied it at first, but in the video, he ended up confirming the picture being him. He claimed he refused to admit it at first because all the personal stuff going on behind the scenes. He was being swatted and was being interviewed by a SWAT team member while he was doing a live stream.
Funnily enough, I actually got interviewed by a SWAT team member while I was muted and playing Minecraft parkour with the SWAT officer right next to me. But yeah, it's just all to show that even though I was very adamant about denying the face leak, it was much more about the fact that there was so much personal information attached to the picture, and I wanted as much separation from it as possible.
Given all of this makes sense and explains something that seems so minuscule to be lied about. He then moves on to the speedrunning scandal and gives more context using a video made by Carl Jobst, a person who is seemingly respected in the community, as he defends for his perspective. He admits that there was a mod, but tried to defend himself that he didn't intentionally cheat. And he was seemingly confident when he got a verifiable source to check on this case. It seems to be plausible that he could have been unaware for this and would be weird to lie about at this point.
In conjunction with all of the evidence I've seen, I believe the essence of what Dream was claiming in his paste bin was probably true. In my opinion, it is definitely more likely that he really didn't know his drop rates and barter rates were modified. Was it intentional? And I do believe that it probably wasn't.
The allegations start to intensify in severity from here on out. He also addresses the housing and abuser allegations with an entirely different angle, bringing up that they used to be childhood friends. So when he first denied the allegations, it came from a place of emotion and not a place of logical reasoning, which is understandable. You wouldn't normally think of your childhood friend as a terrible person. He even states how it took him some time to come to this conclusion.
Even though he claimed to me that he wasn't abusive to anyone, I couldn't just take him for his word, and so I did research myself. I reached out to his ex-girlfriend and talked to her about it all. She wouldn't really say that much. She said to give Manatreed the best wishes for his future, and that his mistakes were behind her, and that she just wanted to be left alone online. I don't want to push her for information, so because of that, I didn't feel comfortable having Manatreed on the Dream SMP anymore. I didn't have full confidence that he was being honest with me because he had already lied to me.
He responded to the thirst trap stuff by claiming it was goofy pictures, but people would take pictures out of context and frame him as a creep for this. But Dream even compares images himself to Critical to show people that they were hypocritical.
It would be made out to be predatory because it's me when it's not at all. And that same standard isn't applied to TikTok stars or really anyone else but me, just because I'm the Minecraft guy. A lot of the photos me and Charlie have posted are actually really similar. It's just people cherry picking goofy photos of mine and then making them out to be weird. When it's just me posting random photos, because that's literally part of our job.
He elaborates on all of this, defending an adult using Snapchat and debunking Dream as a weird narrative with pics taken out of context. Dream then moves on to why he would respond to a fan in the first place given the Anastasia allegation, but he discusses how back then he had a smaller fan base and was more interactive because of the smaller size. He enjoyed interacting with his community but meant nothing weird by it.
I just want to address something that I think is pretty important. I see some people say, why respond to fans at all? Or that it doesn't matter what Dream said. The fact that he responded to a fan is creepy. And people saying that are missing a little bit of nuance. First of all, back when I started YouTube in 2019, obviously I had a very small community. Even moving into mid-2020, before the Dream SMP. It's very common that when you have a smaller community, you're trying to grow your community. And part of how you do that is by interacting with people.
He also goes into good depth into the Amanda case, points out inconsistencies in her case, and honestly responds to it all head on and very well.
What's more likely? She happens to have no evidence of anything she's claiming, even from things she claimed happened after she was taking pictures secretly using a second phone, or she doesn't have any evidence because it didn't happen. She factually deleted and hid messages. She factually lied about me deleting messages that I didn't. She called people doubting her jealous of her, was banned from streamers' chats before this for posting sexual things, and she lied about having specific pieces of evidence that she never provided because they don't exist. If she's willing to factually lie, cover up, and hide things, how can you trust anything else she says as being representative of the truth?
He also circles back to why it would be unlikely for any of the victims to have seen his face. And he goes into detail for how many times he left the house and talks about the process for what it looks like when he actually does make the decision to leave the house.
How many times do you think that I left the house between 2021 and my face reveal?
Wow, I don't know, 3? Maybe 4.
What did I leave the house for whenever I left the house?
Well, I know you went to the dentist 3 times, and then I think one other time was when you had the kidney stones. So
oh yeah, you're the hospital.
He also debunks what Amanda said about him through seeing if she actually did even file a police report, But when he had lawyers look into it and did some detective work himself, he found he wasn't even on the record. And naturally, this made Amanda look far worse, proving she was lying even more.
And requested specific records from this specific police station, and checked every record they could, criminal and civil.
I didn't find anything under either one of those names.
And there was no information at all. I was not even in their system.
So you're not listed in my system at all.
So if you want to believe everything she said, you have to believe either one of these two things. Either one, she lied, this photo is fake, she never filed anything, and if she's lying about that, why would she not be lying about literally everything else?
He also goes into the Gumball versus Dream drama, giving more of his side, going as far as interviewing the Uber driver about what took place that night. The whole call is on the second channel, however, he took the needed moment for this video for the sake of convenience.
Yeah, did he ever tip you anything?
No, that was another lie. Well, I don't know why he said that. And you know what? At the end of the day, it doesn't even matter about the tip or anything like that. Don't say it if you're not going to do it. And don't say it at all. I wasn't begging you guys for a tip or anything like that. Man, it was an eventful night. I don't know why a lot of people think that you were the one that was doing all these things and making all this stuff up and you wanted to do all this. I was like, he was the one that was trying to stop everything the most.
He then goes in extreme detail about the Dream Did What allegations, which is the situation with the burner account using screenshots, claiming to report him to the police and made a document trying to solidify how Dream groomed someone. But Dream brings up she never even consented for the stuff to be leaked, and it apparently wasn't even grooming, according to the testimonies. But it showed the evidence was out of context and that the burner account lied about contacting the police, even with Dream again contacting them to check if he was on the record.
They even reached out to the Orange County Police, my local police, to put it in writing, put their name on it, and solidify that their claims are correct.
Thank you for calling the Orange County Sheriff's Office. To continue in English, press 1. To continue in Spanish.
My name is... I have a YouTube channel and I live stream and stuff, and long story short, very recently someone anonymously posted a bunch of like fake stuff online saying that I'm a pedophile, and of course it's from like a burner, like anonymous burner account, can't really, whatever, but anyway, in their post they said that they called and talked to the Orange County Sheriff's Office about it, and of course they said that to try and like make me look guilty for being like a predator somehow, but I guess I wanted to call and try and get more information, I guess.
What's your name? People are there, they're slandering you.
This video was interesting because it flawlessly shows that people's first reaction was just to believe anything negative about Dream as the first reaction. Hopefully from this point on, people will start to look at a Dream drama with a different lens. But I know a huge amount of people won't do that right away, but hopefully over time, people will start to treat serious allegations in a serious manner. Well, with that being said, I'm going to end this video here. Hope you enjoyed the video. Remember to leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already. Alright, ASolid180 signing out.